Alright, welcome YouTubers. Week 15 coming up in the NFL. My picks this week in my multiple scheme will be New York Jets for 1,000 or 1 bet, Philadelphia for 4 bets or $4,000, New England 1 bet or $1,000, and Dallas 1 bet or $1,000. That totals up to $7,000 out there beginning of the week. Fixed scheme are the same 4 teams, only $2,000 a pick for a total of $8,000. And my martingale is pretty heavy. It's $16,353 total. Distributed as follows: New York Jets $1,751, Philadelphia $54.68, Green Bay $512, New England $12.39, Houston $1,024, Carolina $1,024, Buffalo $15.36, Jacksonville $512, Arizona $512, Dallas $22.63, and New Orleans $512. So good luck with those picks. Hopefully we'll get positive. Last week on basically my multiple and my fixed scheme, Chicago and Minnesota pulled off victories. New England, Arizona, and most disappointing Philadelphia lost ATS. So the net result for my multiple scheme would be $2,000 winning and $4,000 losing, or net minus 2182 after the vig is taken out. So a losing week. Unfortunately, Philadelphia just got a slow start and didn't come back. They eventually won the game, but did not cover the 9 points they needed, or 8.5, or whatever you're at. So unfortunate. Fixed scheme, same 5 teams, basically 2 and 3. And minus 2364 is the net after the vig. And my martingales also, again, started with a bang. Chicago, Atlanta, Minnesota, but then fell apart later, and especially all came down to Philadelphia. Again, had a lot of money on Philadelphia and lost 32.87 there, which gave me net minus 34.49 for the week. So losing all 3 schemes this week, or last week. Let's take a look forward. New York Jets. You can see this is getting to be more of the silly season for me. I have a lot of bets late in the season, and hopefully I would have been out by now, but unfortunately not the case. But New York Jets are playing Baltimore in Baltimore. Early line on Tuesday is plus 15 for the Jets. I guess that's not too bad. Covers consensus are 48% of the people are picking the Jets in that. And the pregame cash, and even though it's early, 36% of the money is on the Jets. So pretty big dog there. Plus 15 is a good chunk of change. We'll see if that works out or not on the Thursday night game. Philadelphia again, who's been in a rut, but I think they're got some value there. Anyways, I got a lot of money on Philadelphia again this week, as I did last week. They are minus 6 point favorites at Washington. So I think Washington's playing all right, but we're going to see there. They're off the board on the covers consensus, and the pregame has 89% of the cash on Philadelphia early. So yeah, minus 6, a good point to get in there. New England, again, they tend to slide late in the year or not be able to cover, but hopefully this week against Cincinnati, going into Cincinnati, after this loss, maybe they'll get reestablished and get going, get a win here. Anyways, they're giving away 9.5 right now, so not quite the 10. 65% favorite on covers, and 88% of the cash is coming in, so good time to pick that up if you can. Under 10. And last but not least, Dallas and the Rams. Of course, the Rams sort of restored to form there. Dallas has been a little sluggish, but they'll be at home here. Still stuff to play for with both Dallas and Philadelphia. The Dallas losing last week, I thought Philadelphia would really step it up, but they didn't. It didn't totally factor into my picking, but it was interesting. Both losing, but still both reasonably able to win their division, right? Probably one of the NFC East is just a mess. Anyways, Dallas minus 1 at home against the Rams. I expect that to go the other way. Only 25% of the covers. People like them, and only 2% of the cash right now. At least at that number, at the minus 1. So you might want to wait a bit on that one. I expect that maybe the Rams will get some. But anyways, you can money line it too. Anything you want to do there. So close to even. let's take a look at the season YouTubers. And Geo knows, Half Moon, myself did poorly, OSGA did poorly, but the Goat House did pick up a win in his one pick on his locks of the week, and the Meat Man went 2-1. So both those guys doing pretty well. Let's quickly go over it. Geo pulled an 0 for 4. He also repped the New England Patriots money line, and none of that worked out. But 0 for 4 brings him to 19-37, just abysmal. New low. You would have lost. These are all $2,000 bets. Covers.com game time lines, so not what you might see in their videos as far as lines, but you know what you should be getting on Covers.com, whether you like it or not. At least we're all evened out there. Half Moon went 2-2, 24-33, so he's also having an abysmal season. Schiff and Teddy Bear didn't pick. The Great Dane, that's me, 2-3 in my fixed scheme, brings me down to 19-17. Still $542 positive after the VIG and everything, but yeah, definitely looking to go forward. And my multiple scheme was 2 wins and 4 losses, Arizona being an additional loss. So that brings me to 23-21 on the season, minus 186, so about neutral. So we'll see how that goes. OSGA went 2 losses and a push, 11-18 on the season, new low. Like I said, Goat House has only got 1 lock of the week, so he seems to be last few weeks seems to be really either not giving up, just picking one team a week, and he's won all 3 last weeks. So now he's up to 18-14, new high for him, plus 47-24 it comes out to. So good deal, almost 25% on, let's just say, a $20,000 bankroll with $2,000 bets. A lot like my fixed scheme. And the Meat Man, 2 wins and a loss, 19-13. So he's recovering a little bit. He's back up to $8,542. That works out to. So good luck to everybody. We'll see if we pick up or down this week. Let me do the ROI, which isn't looking so good because I've been on a negative 2-week trend, and I'm all hovering around 0 here, and I'm losing money on my martingale. Basically, this week on 15, I've got just slightly more than the $20,000. I'm using over 100% of my bankroll. I have to dig into your pocketbook a little bit because I was minus 45.15, and I'm putting 16,353. So just a little back of the math, about $800, $900 above. So you're going to need $21,000 bankroll. So we'll have to adjust that when it comes out at the end in terms of ROI. But anyways, the other schemes we're not consuming a lot of bankroll this week. Anyways, my martingale is minus 22%. I've lost 22% of that $20,000 starting bankroll. Multiple scheme, I've lost 0.4%. And fixed scheme, I've got a 2.7% gain. Apple still doing pretty well. They had a high this week of 270, and they're at almost 270, 267 right now. So still hovering around 27%. So much better investment for Apple right now than my sports betting. But like I said, I get out into the silly season where I got a lot of money on a lot of teams here, and it tends to blow things up. I expect it to be a little more positive. So who knows where this season's going to go? It hasn't quite jumped up yet, but anyways, that's luck. We'll see where we go. Hopefully this week maybe I'll go positive and really capture some cash. That would be great, but we'll just have to play it out. All right, have a good one.